I know for a fact that you are not registering your images with the United States Copyright Office. How do I know that? Because less than 2% of people actually do that. That's ridiculous. Photographers are leaving money on the table, not getting paid for their work, and they're letting other companies steal their images and use them. Why? Because they found them on Google. My name is Gary Martin, and today I'm going to be taking you through how easy it is to automate the registration of your copyright through Lightroom with a company called Image Rights International. So Image Rights was actually founded by photographers for photographers to register, to discover, and to recover your damages for your images. So the first thing that they do is they've automated the entire process and made it seamless to register your images on behalf of you with the United States Copyright Office. The second thing that they do is they've developed technology to scour the web for people that are using your images. And once those images have been found, they have a network of attorneys worldwide and consultants to help determine whether or not you actually have a case. And if you do, they will enforce that in a court of law, and you don't have to put any money up front. Sounds like a pretty good deal. Okay, so once you've created an account and you've basically set up a process to register your images with image rights to the United States Copyright Office, you get a bird's eye view on everything. Everything from the images that you've uploaded, and here it says that it's currently looking for 5 images that we've already currently uploaded. You can submit claims on your own should you find something and want to enforce something. It shows incomplete claims. There's recommended for recovery that Image Rights maybe has found on your behalf. Recommended for takedown, won cases, and everything that's currently active. Now, they've made this super easy and have built it into Lightroom. Let me show you that. So the Image Rights plugin actually shows up under Published Services in the bottom left panel of the library module. And you'll see it shows up here, and once it's successfully installed. Now the registration process from here is really quite simple. Once I determined which images that I would like to register through Image Rights, I highlight those. And it's just as simple as exporting photos like you would for, let's say, the web. Go up to File. We want to go to Export. I want to make sure that Image Rights up top is selected and not something like the hard drive. It'll show up that I put in my email, I log in, and then once I do that, I just check all the boxes that need to be checked. And down here are the image information that's specific to what you would like to do. You can look for duplicates in case you've already accidentally registered this before, and it'll notify you if you've already done that. And you can set up a rule saying treat 2 files with the same file name as duplicates. So once you do that, you just hit export, and from there, it's going to take you through the exact same thing. I've already built and registered one of the images from the Chris Knight shoot, so I want to select that as the image set that I've already made, and I click upload. And it's as simple as exporting images to your desktop for client file delivery. And then from there, it automatically takes you to your account on your internet browser, and there you're going to fill in the rest of the information that is relevant to you. So once you've filled in all of that information and you've submitted it, it will show up under images, and you can see exactly here the Chris Knight registered images. It's now in the database for registration. Now, another thing to consider that is pretty remarkable is that Image Rights has registered so many images on behalf of photographers that the Copyright Office has taken notice and expedites their entire registration if you do it through them. So what does this mean? This means that if you were actually to do this on your own, you're looking at about a year and a half before you actually get paperwork back from the Copyright Office saying your images have been copyrighted. If you do it on behalf or through Image Rights, through Lightroom or uploading to their website, it actually takes on average about a month before you get that paperwork back. That is insanely convenient. So in addition to them making it super easy to register, they look for your images online and they enforce it, they expedite the entire process of getting your images registered timely. Some other cool features are that if you're a photographer that works regularly with, let's say, a stock agency, there's another feature that lets you whitelist certain websites that you're currently working with, so they know not to look at that specific website, and that website can continue to sell your photos on your behalf. So there's a lot of features in addition to this that you can find at imagerights.com. They've made the entire process automated so you can start getting paid for the work that you've done and focus more on being a creative and less about the busy paperwork of how much of a pain in the ass that this process is. So that's it. You no longer have an excuse on why you do not register all of your images that you publish with the Copyright Office through ImageRights. They've taken the entire process to register, discover, and recover all of the damages of someone else using your imagery. So you don't have to do this. You can continue to focus on being a creative and making art. It's time you started getting paid for your work.